Here's your wrestling news for March 25th, 2022. And your headlines for today include WWE makes changes to the WrestleMania 38 lineup, WWE has plans for the NWO at WrestleMania 38, WWE is reportedly very high on AEW star, MJF has major praise for WWE, opens up about his connections with WWE, Wardlow removed from AEW roster page, major news concerning WWE's future relationship with 2K Games, Drew McIntyre was told he would miss WrestleMania 38, Becky Lynch warns Trish Stratus about having words with her, recently released WWE wrestler hooks superfan up with video call from Sasha Banks, Paige reacts to fans who say she hasn't returned to the ring because she's lazy, Conor McGregor arrested in Ireland for alleged reckless driving, and more. We're kicking off today with WrestleMania 38 as WWE's biggest event of the year is now just 8 days away, but as always, the card is subject to change. Previously, it had been announced that the match between Edge and AJ Styles would take place on the Sunday, but in an update from WWE, that match has now been moved to Saturday. The Women's Tag Team Championship match has undergone yet another change, as the bout had originally been listed for Sunday, but was later listed as happening on either Saturday or the Friday before WrestleMania. Now, this match is once again listed for the Sunday show on April 3rd, and we'll have to see if the card gets any more dramatic changes from now until when WrestleMania 38 kicks off next week. This month, the wrestling world lost the great Scott Hall, who suffered 3 heart attacks due to a blood clot. After getting his life back on track, Hall made several appearances for WWE in recent years, including a Hall of Fame induction this time last year, and the company has plans in the works for Razor Ramon. Fightful reports that prior to his passing, they had heard that WWE had plans for Hall to do something at WrestleMania weekend alongside Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. The plan had been for the NWO to have done some promotional material for the new WWE 2K22 game, which had a special NWO For Life Deluxe Edition that released on March 8th. Sadly, Hall died on March 14th, less than a week after that special edition of the new game, and while WWE could still push forward with this promotional spot, it just won't be the same without the bad guy. When Ethan Page joined AEW in March of 2021, he debuted as the mystery entrant in that year's Face of the Revolution ladder match. Before that, Page worked for Impact and had a history with Ring of Honor too, but is yet to work in a WWE ring. That may one day change if WWE gets their way, as on his Mat Men Pro Wrestling podcast, Andrew Zarian reports that WWE is very high on the all-ego wrestler, and said that he's considered super hyper-talented. Unfortunately for WWE, Page signed a 3-year contract with AEW after leaving Impact, meaning he'll be with the promotion until 2024 at the very earliest. On his show, Zarian acknowledged that AEW will probably need to do more with him or risk losing him when his contract ends, but Page isn't the only star WWE has their eye on. Page joins a long list of talent including MJF, Wardlow, and reigning TBS champion Jade Cargill as names WWE have their eyes on, but with all these stars having years left on their contracts like Page, it'll be a good while before WWE can sign any of them, even if the opportunity presents itself. MJF is possibly the biggest star WWE hopes to sign away from AEW at this time, after establishing himself as one of the best heels in the modern-day wrestling scene. MJF's refusal to break character has made him a bona fide star in and out of the ring, and he certainly knows how to rile up AEW's faithful audience. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, MJF discussed WWE, a company that AEW talent have taken consistent digs at over the years, but the Salt of the Earth has a much different attitude. See, I think WWE is doing great. I love everything WWE is doing. I just think we are fresh and we have fresh faces that people haven't seen before. I think right now everything that Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are putting out there is absolutely incredible. I love it. I love NXT 2.0, I love Raw, I love SmackDown, I love what Roman's doing. I think Roman's putting out some great work. Paul Heyman, fellow member of the tribe, absolutely killing it. Sorry about what's going on with Brock Lesnar, you deserve better than that. I think they're putting out a great product. I think the big difference, quite frankly, is that AEW has MJF. That's the biggest difference maker you could possibly have. I genuinely love WWE programming. It's great. There's so many charisma machines on that program. MJF is a fan of WWE and WWE is a fan of MJF, and this could lead to a very interesting situation the next time his contract needs to be renegotiated with Tony Khan. The Dynamite Diamond Ring winner is very confident in his abilities and is just as confident that WWE will make him an offer when the time is right. In that same interview, MJF admitted to having leaked information explaining just how interested WWE is, but said he could not disclose any more due to legal reasons. MJF has also said that his current contract with AEW expires on January 1st, 2024, and while it's unclear where he'll go at that point, fans will enjoy whatever he does in the meantime. More from AEW now, as Wardlow turned on MJF at the recent Revolution pay-per-view in what was a career-defining move for the powerhouse. Wardlow is expected to feud with MJF up until the company's next big event, but you won't be seeing much of him, at least on AllEliteWrestling.com. As MJF noted on Twitter, Wardlow has been removed from the company's roster page, and since this is MJF bringing it up, we can't say for sure if this is just a storyline decision or something else has happened behind the scenes, and the Salt of the Earth is just sticking to his character. After winning the Face of the Revolution ladder match and losing his TNT Championship opportunity due to interference from MJF and Shawn Spears, Wardlow is at something of a crossroads, and we'll have to see if he gets reinstated to the company's roster after this week's shocking removal. Earlier this month, WWE released WWE 2K22 over a year after the disastrous launch of 2K20. It has been reported for some time that WWE and 2K have a strained relationship, thanks in part to this latest game being delayed because of the company's roster cuts. Shortly before 2K22 hit shelves, it was even said that the game was the last chance for 2K to keep their relationship with WWE, but it seems the two parties are back in business. In a tweet, 2K Sports digital marketing director Ronnie Singh shared a picture of himself and Stephanie McMahon at WWE headquarters and said that he's looking forward to partnering on many more WWE projects. A separate tweet from the official WWE 2K Games account confirmed that the two sides will continue to work together, with that tweet saying their partnership will last for many more years. If WWE 2K22 had been a flop like its predecessor, then it was rumored that WWE would take their next game series to EA, but that won't be happening at this time. At WrestleMania 38, Drew McIntyre will take on Happy Corbin in the culmination of a lengthy feud between the two. It was at Day 1 on January 1st that Corbin and Madcap Moss brutalized McIntyre backstage, which was done to write him off TV due to some serious neck issues. At the time, it was believed that Drew would have to miss WrestleMania, and while not having the two-time former WWE champion around would have been a blow, WWE were willing to take the hit. In an interview with The Bump, McIntyre disclosed that WWE said to him that he may not be able to compete at WrestleMania, as the damage to his neck was worse than first believed. Thankfully, McIntyre was not only to make it back in time for WrestleMania, but returned at the Royal Rumble, shocking everyone who expected him to be out much longer. McIntyre has credited John Cena as an inspiration for his intense neck rehabilitation, and with this year's Mania being sold as the most stupendous two-night event ever, Drew McIntyre will have a part to play next weekend. At WrestleMania, Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch will put her title on the line against Bianca Belair in a match the ever-confident champ is sure she'll win. For over 600 days of her on-screen career, Lynch has dispatched of all opponents and now has a potential date with a WWE Hall of Famer. Recently, Trish Stratus tweeted about Lynch when promoting a series of WWE live events that she'll be hosting, saying that she didn't appreciate how Big Time Beck spoke to Trish's best friend Lita, saying she wants to have some words of her own. Now, Lynch has responded saying, "I was always more of a Lita fan and I still ended her. You don't want to have words with me, Trish." Stratus last competed at SummerSlam 2019 in her hometown of Toronto, but whether Lynch retains her title next weekend or not, she may soon be on the receiving end of some Stratusfaction. Now, Mojo Rawley was released from WWE in April 2021 after close to a year of inactivity, but the former 24/7 champion still has plenty of friends working in the company. This week, Rawley did something extra special for a young fan called Vincent, as he was able to organize a call between the fan and one of his favorite wrestlers, Sasha Banks. As seen in the video shared online, Vincent was thrilled to chat with the boss, who will be challenging for the Women's Tag Team Championships alongside Naomi at WrestleMania. Whether the Boss can become a 3-time Women's Tag Champion next weekend remains to be seen, but after taking time out of her busy schedule to chat with Vincent, the Boss will have earned herself plenty of support heading into WWE's biggest 2 nights on their calendar. In 2018, WWE's Paige was forced to retire after a series of injuries derailed all plans for the former Divas champion. Given the miraculous returns of the likes of Bryan Danielson and Edge, Paige one day hopes to get back in the ring, and some fans have grown impatient with the British superstar. On Twitter, Paige said how some fans have even gone as far as to call her lazy for not getting back in the ring after Danielson and Edge, and explained that she's not lazy, but her neck still needs time to recover. Paige's last match occurred back at a December 2017 live event, but in a tweet last year said that she's not done as a professional wrestler. In several interviews since her retirement, Paige has said she'd love to wrestle in a WWE ring again, but the clock is ticking on that dream. With Paige's contract set to expire this June, WWE is in a difficult position as to whether they see a future for her in the company, and whether they ever plan on clearing the former Divas champion. And we're ending today with news from UFC as former heavyweight champion and long-rumored WWE prospect Conor McGregor has been arrested. According to the Irish Independent newspaper, McGregor was taken into custody for alleged road traffic violations earlier this week in Dublin. McGregor was taken to a police station where he was charged and later released on bail and will have to appear before a district court next month. It's been close to a year since McGregor's last fight in UFC, and his name often comes up as a potential huge star WWE would love to work with, but if incidents like these continue, Vince McMahon may want to keep his distance from the notorious fighter. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.